Welcome to Whatever Podcast, number 24. This week, we're talking about Terry Crews, Dr. Dre, Twitter. I'm tasting the Grilled Cheese Burrito from Kanye West. It's going to be president? What? Excuse me? We're going to be reviewing a very old song of mine. I'm going to start doing that in these podcasts. Stay tuned for that. And then finally, relationship advice. Nothing but quality relationship advice from a professional himself. Not really. I feel like I have to give that disclaimer. Hope everybody had a wonderful July 4th or 4th of July, whatever you want to call it. It didn't feel like 4th of July at all for me. I mean, I heard neighbors shooting off fireworks at like 9 p.m. for a little bit, but that was about it. That was it. That was really the only like 4th of July thing that happened, was hearing the neighbors' fireworks. That's it. It was a normal day other than that. And honestly, I'll take it, because July 4th was also the 1 year anniversary when I got into that really bad accident. Was it the 1 year or 2? No. Yeah, 1 year. That fucking... It changed me. It was the first huge accident I'd ever been in. I've already told this story on another podcast. You can go check out the highlight if you want to hear about it. But I was like, you know what? I'm not going anywhere this 4th of July. I'm just going to hang out at home and be safe, because, oh man, that was an experience. That was certainly an experience. All right, let's just get right into it, because my taco baco is getting cold the more we hold off on this. Terry Crews, man, Terry, come on, Terry Carey. You're, I mean, what are you doing? You know, he tweeted out this thing. He said, "I have family of every race, creed, and ideology. We must ensure Black Lives Matter doesn't form into Black Lives Better." What? Why would, like, that's, first of all, that's not the goal. Second of all, we're nowhere close to that. Third of all, why would black, like, it's not all lives matter, because all lives matter don't matter yet. Black lives are treated unequally. So that's why it's Black Lives Matter. Once Black lives do matter, which I think it's going to take it could take generations to actually, like, there just has to be, there's too many people in society. There's just, it has to be a generational thing of kids growing up, learning the right way to treat all lives. But I think it's going to take years. I don't think in our lifetime it's going to be completely ever equal. You know, it's not as simple as people tend to think. So no way it would turn into Black Lives Better. Why? Like, literally, why would you even say that? And people were slamming him. I mean, what else did he say? The tweet drew response from Martin Luther King Jr.'s youngest daughter, Bernice King, who just said, "Justice is not a competition." Well, not a very solid point, but I get what you mean. Then somebody else said, "We are so far from that bridge, Terry." Is this? Oh, no. This is part of what she said. "Justice is not a competition. We're so far from that bridge, Terry. Black Lives Matter is in part a rallying cry and a protest slogan to galvanize people into doing the justice work needed to derail the deaths, dehumanization, and destruction of black lives that racism causes." Now, that's a good point. I thought it was just that first part. And then Keith Boykin said, in 1883, the Supreme Court claimed that a Civil Rights Act would make black people the special favorite of the laws. In 2020, Terry Crews warns that Black Lives Matter will morph into Black Lives Better. He also said, demanding black equality is not black supremacy. Exactly. The goal is to get all lives to matter. That's the goal. Why would it ever turn into Black Lives are better? That, like, I don't know. Like I said, it's gonna take a long time to actually make change in society. Not just, I think this is certainly changing how people think of racism and taking it more seriously and understanding it's more of a serious problem than you probably thought. But, it's still like, literally like the justice fucking the police, the government, like it's all fucking they're all white, and they treat black people unequally, and it's just, it's not something that, like, they'll forever say I'm not racist. Oh no, I don't. But like statistically, you do pull over more black people. You do incarcerate more black people. Anyway, more people said, let's see. Say what you will about Terry Crews, but you have to admire his dedication to centering whiteness. Okay, maybe you don't have to. Yeah. He said something else that people had a problem with too. And then this was a really good analogy. Somebody, Michael Harriot, a writer for The Root, wrote, "Black people, we're starving, Terry Crews, but what about those who have more than enough food? We must ensure their bellies remain full." That is such a good point. That's literally, like, I get what Terry wasn't, it was just a dumb tweet. Like, he wasn't trying to be like, it's gonna turn into Black Lives Matter. He just made a dumb statement, is what, a dumb, unnecessary in this time statement is what it was. Like, yeah, he's not wrong, but why would you even say that? You know what I mean? So I thought that was kind of funny. And then Terry Crews responded to Bernice King and said, "You are right. I just want to make sure that it stays that way. No competition, just creativity." Just creativity. Well, maybe you shouldn't be creative, buddy. We don't need your creativity in this world, because where the fuck did you pull that one out of? And why did you think that was okay to say? Fucking just stay on your Old Spice commercials and just be the face of Old Spice, and that's it. And go home and just be in a shadow. How about that? And you know what? Next time they go film an Old Spice commercial, we're going to come to your house. We're going to, just wherever you're sitting, and we're going to set up the cameras and lighting based around where you're already sitting. You don't have to do anything creative anymore, because we don't need it. All right. What's next? That was some regular news. Now we're on to some hip-hop news. Dr. Dre's wife, Nicole Young, files for divorce. Now, the headline says, Dr. Dre's wife, Nicole Young, files for divorce as he wraps up Kanye West's Jesus is King sequel. So they're like trying to make it out to be as if those are connected. Like, oh, ever since Dr. Dre's been hanging out with Kanye West, now all of a sudden they're having a divorce. They've been married, 24 years. That's crazy. And she put the reasoning as irreconcilable. How do you say that? Irreconcilable. I know what the word is. I know what it means, but How do you say it?
Irreconcilable.
What?
Irreconcilable.
Irreconcilable. Why is that word so hard to say?
Irreconcilable.
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 Okay, I get it. Irreconcilable. Citing irreconcilable differences. As the reason for the split, you know? They married in 1996, dude. They have 2 children together. Sources close the situation claim the couple didn't have a prenup, which means Young could be entitled to a healthy chunk of the hip-hop mogul's estimated $800 million fortune. Wow, dude, what? After all, Young is seeking spousal support. Young has hired a celebrity attorney to take on the case. Holy shit. I want to know what happened. Wow. That's so sad. You know, it's like, you guys have been going so long. Like, what happened? I feel like after 10 years, dude, that's it. Too late. You know, you've been together too long. Like, that's how I feel with about these videos. I've been making videos for on and off steadily since 2011, 2010. So 9-10 years. Like, it's too late. I can't quit now. It's just going to look worse if I quit than if I just never grow it. You know what I mean? Same thing with relationships. Once you're in it 10 years, that's it, man. You should have worked out any problems you had before then. I feel like everything. I feel like within a matter of 10 years, like, shit's gonna come up. You know, you're gonna learn stuff about people within 10 years. After that, what else more could you learn about somebody? Maybe 20 years. But after 20 years, they've been married, what, 24 years? Yeah, dude. This is too late. You've been married too long. What are you doing? What are you doing? Here's a letter that Dr. Dre wrote to her in 1995. He said, Nicole, hopefully you doing well and you realized you need to quit fucking with Sedale and come home to your doctor. Oh, I see their kink going on. Come home to your doctor, baby. Dude, that's great. I love that he owns that like that. I will take care of you, baby girl. I'm in Nevada with hype looking at spots for this new video we are shooting for that single I told you. Pac is going to be one once he is out. Called California Love. Oh! They're about to film the California Love video. Where was I? We met a bunch of crazy naked motherfuckers in the desert today. They were putting up some type of giant woodman. Oh, he was at Burning Man. I guess it's very hard to read his writing. I guess they have a big party and were for a bunch of days. Yeah, that's Burning Man. I asked them how much they pay. They said nothing. I was like, no money? Someone should get behind this shit and make some loot of these fools, because they said there will at least be 5,000 people. I think I will have my office look into it. Oh, what? Just to see if there's an easy money. Oh, yeah. Dude, he's slaying, dude. He's getting that Skrilla. Fucking, hold on. Getting that Skrilla. Woo! Dr. Dre getting that Skrilla. That's perfect. That Skrilla. I'm about to pass out, girl. Wish I was up in that ass. See you back in LA. Nice, dude. You wanna come visit the doctor? You wanna come visit the doctor, baby? Oh man, I'm hype. I'm hyped for a Dr. Dre and Kanye West collaboration. What was that song? What was the song they did? I don't have any. I didn't do any recommended bars this week. That's all right. It'll be this song right here. Kanye West, Dr. Dre. Yeah, that's right. Featuring Travis Scott. That's right. How could I forget about that? Well, I can't play the video. But check out the song, Kanye West, Wash Us in the Blood, featuring Travis Scott. That is my recommended bars for the week. Or recommended song for the week. What? Yeah, bars, whatever. Fucking whatever the fuck you want to call this shit. Alright. Finally. Well, let me take a sip. My throat getting dry. Twitter said that they're going to add an edit button. Okay? Only if everyone wears a face mask. Now, I said this in the last podcast, and I'll say it again. Kids, guys, ladies and gents, wear your fucking masks. The virus is still blooming. And you've just accepted that it's over, and it's not. Everyone's trying to make it out to be like it's over, and it's not over. It's still booming. So wear your mask, kids. It's like Halloween. And you know what? Give me a second. Until y'all motherfuckers start wearing a mask, I'm gonna be wearing a mask in my videos, alright? Wear your goddamn mask. And this will be a reminder of why you should be wearing a fucking mask. Now, did I get this mask because it's kind of blue and kind of fits the whatever theme? No. Did I get this mask at all? No. I got it from somebody at work. It just so happens that it fits the show. Anyway, yeah, Twitter tweeted, that's funny to say. You can have an edit button when everyone wears a mask. And then Twitter, look how fogged up my glasses are getting. This is how I work. This is how I work at my job. Like this. They're literally completely fogged up. It usually goes away pretty quick, and then it stops fogging up, but it's not really going down. Twitter comms shared it, and they said, everyone means everyone. It keeps falling under my nose. You know what? This is bullshit. And I totally lied. I fucking hate wearing that fucking thing. You think I'm gonna actually wear it when I don't have to? Fuck out of here. That's some bullshit. Hell no. Y'all must be crazy if you thought I was serious about that. But Twitter is... I don't know if Twitter actually is serious about it. I think they're just trying to get everybody to wear a mask. And you know what? They got me in. Like, I was already wearing my mask, but like, now I'm definitely gonna. Because these cases need to go down so that we can have an edit button on Twitter. That's really the only thing I want from this. Where are we at? We're about 20 minutes into the podcast. So I'm going to take a short break. And I'm going to come back and taste the Taco Bell grilled cheese. You know what? We're going to do that before we go. I lied. We're going to do that before I go on a break. Here it is, folks. Taco Baco grilled cheese burrito. Now, I'm going to look up the... 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 I'm going to I want to look up the ingredients. Taco Bell is putting a crunchy twist on the old favorite enjoyed by adults and kids alike with the Grilled Cheese Burrito. So it's just a normal burrito, and they put an extra layer of cheese on top, like this, and they grill it. And that's it. That's the only difference between this and a regular burrito? Is that true? Because if so, that's too much cheese, man. I mean, most people are probably like, what do you mean too much cheese? There's nothing is too much cheese. And maybe it's just because I've already eaten. I'm full. I don't plan on eating. I just going to try it. But hold on. I want to see the ingredients. Is it on the website? Ooh. Seasoned beef, seasoned rice, nacho cheese, 3-cheese blend, reduced fat sour cream, chipotle sauce, red strips. You know what? And for those of you watching this, I'm going to do the most unsatisfying bite ever. Ready? Mmm. Ooh. Mmm. Now hold on a minute, buddy. That's not just a regular burrito. That's a grilled cheese burrito. I honestly thought I was just going to be like, this tastes like everything else from Taco Bell, just with extra cheese, and call it a day. But the layer on top, the grilled cheese on the top, adds a little bit of a crunchiness to the top of it. And it's got that grilled cheese taste. And it's burrito. I mean, obviously, it tastes like everything else from Taco Bell still, but like, the crunchy grilled cheese on top really... It's weird to say that that I keep saying that it tastes like grilled cheese because, like, obviously it tastes like all grilled cheese is grilled bread with butter and cheese. That's all. Like, it's not like it is its own thing, but it's not really. It's just like 3 ingredients. And all they did was simply grill cheese on top of a burrito and then called it a new item. So I guess it's not that exciting. But it's good. I mean, just like everything else from Taco Bell that tastes the same. It's fucking good. It's fucking good. I'm gonna put this over here. Alright, then we're gonna take a quick break. And we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about Kanye West becoming president. We're still going to review, an old song of mine from 2012. And we're going to give some quality relationship advice. Stay tuned. So it's summertime, and you need a nice ice cold drink. Why don't you get the Whatever Entertainment glass mug from Nathan.Spreadshirt.com. Keeps drinks cold for, well, depending on the outside temperature, maybe only 20 minutes. But put some ice in it, it might last a little longer. The ice will melt pretty fast. But if you need, and it's clear, people can see what you're drinking. If you want to share what you're drinking without actually sharing what you're drinking, you drink out of a glass Whatever Entertainment mug. Sorry. I just ate a grilled cheese burrito. But you can drink from this mug and get refreshment from only the best at Whatever Entertainment. Fucking whateverentertainment.com. Fuck me. Nathan.Spreadshirt.com. You know what I love about snapbacks? They snap. You heard that? You heard that? That's satisfying. And that's fun. And you know where you can get this kind of fun and have swag. I closed it too tight. And it fits any head size. You can have a tiny ass head. You can have a big ass head like me. It fits. I curve it a little bit. Some people like it completely flat. Wear it however you want. Wherever you want. Whatever you want. At nathan.spreadshirt.com. Are you going camping and need to drink something hot from a mug that's going to keep your drink hot for a long time because it's metal? Then you can go to nathan.spreadshirt.com and get a camper mug just like this one in my hand. Now, it's got a handle on it because it's metal, so with the hot liquid in it makes the whole mug hot. I've burnt the shit out of my hand grabbing it by the mug, so don't do that, kids. Safe when handled only with a handle at nathan.spreadshirt.com. Did that seem real? There's nothing in it. All right, and welcome back to the show. All right, we got Kanye West, dude. He's going to be president. Listen. Just when you thought 2020 couldn't get worse, whether Trump's going to be president again, whether Joe Biden's going to be president, coronavirus happening, black lives being fucking treated like shit. 2020 is full of garbage. And just to add to the garbage, Mr. West himself has announced on Twitter, I mean, you know, that's all we really have right now. So, I mean, I don't know if anybody really knows if he's serious. Oh, hold on. It says, there is currently one presidential candidate named Kanye West in the FEC database for the 2020 election year. A Green Party candidate named Kanye D's Nuts West. What? So, somebody that's not serious. One celebrity to offer his support on West was Elon Musk. Dude. Wow, dude. Could you imagine, like, how much the world would change? By the way, Kanye West tweeted, "We must now realize the promise of America by trusting God, unifying our vision, and building our future. I am running for president of the United States. Hashtag 2020 vision." I just hope he's not serious. Because, like, he is... just like Trump was a huge icon and TV star, nobody thought he would actually become president, and here we are now. So, I mean, that's not so... I mean... I guess, has Trump been political before? I don't know. I'm not educated enough to talk about politics, so I try to stay out of it. But, you know, we talk about hip-hop on here. We got to talk about Mr. Kanye West. I hope he's not serious. And, I mean, Elon Musk, dude. Elon Musk replied and said, "You have my full support." So, we're fucked, basically. I mean, there's like two of the biggest fucking people right now. At least that was oh wait, what happened? It's unclear where Kanye West stands on the political spectrum. For a time, the singer was one of the few high-profile Trump supporters. Yes, I remember that. But was never able to articulate why. It seemed to be an aesthetic choice based on personality rather than policy. That's kind of true, actually. I mean, Kanye West he's kind of a mysterious person. But, like, I never thought, and I certainly hope, that Kanye West was not serious about agreeing with Trump's views on certain things, but I do see where their personalities are alike and how Kanye West might want to just rep his boy because they're similar in that way. You know what I mean? Like, as stupid as that sounds, I wouldn't be surprised if Kanye West did that. Kim Kardashian said, at least that was the explanation by Kim Kardashian, who acknowledged that the rapper is not political, actually. She said he just happens to like Donald Trump's personality, yeah, but doesn't know about the politics. Oh, so he was just, that makes it worse, actually. He was just ignorantly just supporting Donald Trump, even though he didn't agree with his view. Like, you know how bad that made you look, bro? He will always say he was friendly with Trump before, and he's the same person and friendly with him now. I know it's very confusing when you see someone wearing a red hat. You would think that they're supporting that, but he's just fighting for free thought and the freedom to like a person, even if it's not the popular decision. Well, I mean, if you wear a Make America Great Again hat, you're like, you've made it political. You are wearing a political hat that says you support what Trump thinks. Why would you do that if you just like his personality? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Kanye West doesn't surprise me though. He surprises me, but he doesn't surprise me. Like, it doesn't surprise me, but it kind of surprises me, but it doesn't really surprise me. Next up, we got, I don't know why I had this on my thing. I guess I'll talk about it real quick. Tekashi 6ix9ine and Nicki Minaj's Trolls song suffers a historic fall. Everybody was talking about how big the song got. It became the biggest 24-hour debut on YouTube for a music video. And I personally could care less about Tekashi 6ix9ine, and personally am really not a huge fan of his music. I mean, I've heard part of this song because I had to, but I never agreed to listen to it myself. But it suffered the second worst skid from number one in over 60 years. Only outdone by Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. Well, that's obvious. Right after Christmas time. Dude, that's crazy. Could you imagine coming up with a Christmas song that's so powerful that every year for that holiday, your song goes back to being number one? That's insane. She must be fucking loaded with money. Anyway, like, that's her Christmas money right there. Unlike Carey, 6ix9ine and Nicki don't have the benefit of a holiday season changing to explain their fall. The two have the undesirable record of the steepest drop from number one to another spot on the chart, which was previously held by The Weeknd and his song Heartless, which fell from number 1 to 17. Okay, it's not a huge fall. Wow. Trolls suffered a dramatic decrease in sales and streaming numbers in its second week. The single sold roughly 9,000 copies, down 92%, and pulled in 13.8 million streams in the US, down 62%. But what was the number? What? They didn't even say. 34? Holy, what? Just 1 week after entering the top of the chart at number one, the song plummeted to number 34. The worst decline in Hot 100 history. That's funny as shit. Why is that? People realize how annoying he is? Is that what it is? People are like, oh my God, look at this colorful video with Nicki Minaj and this new guy. And you listen to it and you're like, wow, it's not replayable. Let's be honest. It's definitely not replayable. That's my opinion. That's it on that. All right. Next up, I'm going to be reviewing. Oh, God, don't start it. Jesus. So, listen. Now, this is kind of a big deal for me because I spent a lot of time in the past trying to private these old songs and getting people to forget them because of how terrible they are. But I was like, well, there's so much old stuff. I mean, I could go back and review old vlogs and old whatever videos I did back in 2011, 2012. I've even got access to some videos that I had uploaded to my blog, which I think there's some videos from 2010 in there. That wasn't even uploaded to YouTube, which was right on my blog. I have those videos still. So we could do a lot of, man, I need to drink some water. Whatever entertainment. Why do I always keep saying whateverentertainment.com? I gotta make that a thing now. Hold on, is that a thing? Whateverentertainment.com. God damn it, who the fuck? What is this shit? Projects. Permanent Vacation. They got a movie? They got a couple movies. Contact them. Hey, give me my fucking website. Okay. Anyway. So, but, and I was like, well, if there's a way I could, share all that stuff again without just making them public, how would I do that? First thing came to mind, I was like, well, as long as you're hearing it while I'm making fun of myself, that makes everything okay. So, I have not heard these songs in years myself. I also tried to forget them very much. So, this is going to be interesting. This one is called, Runnin' to Dunkin'. It is from back before Blingface, I had a fictional rap group called TheLameRaps. And there's 3 characters. They're all me, technically. But there was Lame-O, which was me with my regular voice. Chipmunk, which was me with a high-pitched voice. And Retz Nam, which is just monster backwards. And it's me with a low voice. Some song, I don't know if this one, I don't know if I did the different pitches. Sometimes it was just me in the song. Because this one is featuring my buddy Kyle Langlois, which he is actually doing shit now. Do not judge him by this, because he's actually he's playing guitar, he's playing piano. He literally went to college and he plays shows around the world and has all this equipment and has the thing where he'll play the guitar and then hit the loop thing and then play another instrument, hit the loop thing, and he just does his own covers and shit live. It's really dope. I've seen it. It's crazy. He's actually super talented. So don't, this is nothing he doesn't, I don't think he raps anymore at all, actually. By the way, just to start it off, the cover arts that I used to make, I would literally go to, what was it? Some clipart.org, and I would just literally just fucking Like for this one, I got an image. I actually got an image of a Dunkin' Donuts. That must be like a Google image from front of a Dunkin' Donuts. And then I got a PNG of a Stick Man character. And I just put him laying down in front of it, and that was the cover art for this song. Wow. Creative.
One day I woke feeling very hungry, but I wasn't gonna eat another cheese stick.
Tara already fucking no sense of flow at all.
I went out on my skateboard to do some awesome tricks.
Cheese stick with awesome tricks. Alright, great.
After that, I knew I had to eat something, so I went to Burger King. I ordered what I wanted, but I didn't like it, so I gave it a fling.
Wow, dude. You just wasted your money. What was that about? Was it a brag? Oh, I can buy a Burger King meal and just toss it away like it's nothing. Dude, you're a fucking kid. You just wasted like $10. That's like your allowance for the week.
Burger King. I ordered what I wanted, but I didn't like it, so I gave it a fling. I got back home and decided to go for a run. It was a nice day for a run in the sun.
Dude, I'm not kidding you. I legit I would write a line, take whatever the last syllable was, or the last word, because it was usually a one-syllable word anyway, and first rhyme that came to my head, I said, I decided to go for a run. What rhymes with run? Sun. Okay, how can I work sun into this next line? Like, that's how I thought of every single line. And I only rhymed once. Only end rhymes and only rhymed once. And that's it.
My friend called me up and asked me if I wanted to go to Dunkin' Donuts. I said hell yeah, and then I went so nuts.
What? That didn't even...
If I wanted to go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Want to go to Dunkin' Donuts? What? Say it on beat. What do you...
I said hell yeah, and then I went so nuts.
You are Dunkin' Donuts with so nuts. Actually, I think I did that recently. What did I... Hold on, what did I say? What did I say in my recent song?
Up in things cause I hate to count with the bank account. In this dough with Ross, I'm in this. No more go nuts. Every time I'm in this Dunkin' Donuts. But fuck it, you know what?
Oh, fucking go nuts in this Dunkin' Donuts, but fuck it, you know what? That's still better than fucking...
That I wrote at Dunkin' Donuts.
I did rhyme so nuts.
I said hell yeah, and then I went so nuts that I ran.
At least I rhymed the Dunkin' part. Now, in my new song.
Dunkin' Donuts. Then I tripped on a crack and it hurt so bad that I tried to let it go and sigh. But I was...
What? You just ended a line. The line was
then I tripped on a crack and it hurt so bad that I tried to let it go and sigh. But I was so sad that I cried. And I was like Peter Griffin.
It's so cringy. Oh no.
And I was like...
Why? Not even funny.
Run into Dunkin' can be dangerous. Dangerous. Run into Dunkin' can be serious. Serious. Run into Dunkin' can be complicated, baby. I wasn't thinking, so I ran home just so I could patch it up. I hope nothing else happens, cause I have bad luck. I started to run back, and when a car went across the street, it was flying and almost hit me. The car stopped and yelled, "What's wrong with you? Why can't you see?" I ignored and just kept running, and then the building next to me blew up. It made me fall to the ground, and it was starting to be enough. What? I kept going, and then came a pothole. I didn't see it, so I broke my ankle. I didn't care, so I just kept going with one leg while the other just dangled. Run into Dunkin' can be dangerous. Just kept going with one leg while the other... I didn't see it, so I broke my ankle. I didn't care, so I just kept going with one leg while the other just dangled.
Why is your leg dangling? You said you just broke your ankle. Why you have a whole leg dangling? And how could you run with a whole leg dangling? You can't run with one leg, kid.
Dunkin' can be dangerous. Serious.
as I was hopping around,
Now this
trying to
kid
get to the place. I ran across a
actually got
supermarket that had an ankle brace. I bought it and put it on and ran to pure delight. But one more thing was in my way. I knew I had to fight. It was an outrage. The things were blocking me out. Everything that's gotten to me before leading to now. I couldn't bear another piece of this useless crap, so I might as well just get my phone and call a cab.
Why did I start the hook so early? Ooh, run it. You heard that?
Phone and call a cab.
Run it down can be gay.
Phone and call a cab.
Run it down can be Dunkin' can be Dunkin' can be complicated. Serious. Run into Dunkin' can be dangerous. Dangerous. Run into Dunkin' can be serious.
I can't. That's terrible. Dislike. Wow, that's garbage. And that was one of my more recent ones. So it gets, well, I mean, more recent, meaning 2012. I've got ones from 2011 that are even better. So, you're definitely gonna wanna listen to these upcoming podcasts, because I'm gonna keep reviewing them, you know. And this is the only place where you can get it. It's private and deleted everywhere else. If you're interested in that. Finally, I'm just gonna end off the podcast giving some relationship advice, and also I realized I totally forgot to say earlier. Whoever commented first on this podcast commented first, not on the live chat. If you're watching the premiere, you have to actually comment on the video. If you comment first and are the first comment, you have won seriously, you have won any item from nathan.spreadshirt.com. I will reply to your comment asking for you to email me your contact info, or just email me my contact info, whatever, at nathanprovost.com. Shoot an email with your stuff. I'll go on the website, fill in your shipping information. Bada bing, bada boom. You'll get the tracking information to your email, and that's how it's gonna work. And also, be the first comment on the next podcast, and I'll do it again. Okay? Fair enough? Remember, I only do this if I say that I'm going to do it. So, again, for example, if in the next podcast I don't say, it's confused. This it's not confusing, but the way I try to explain it is confusing. Maybe somebody can tell me in the comments below how I can explain this easier. But basically, you have to listen for me to say in a podcast, hey, comment on the next one and be first to win whatever merch. Because if I don't say that in the podcast, and then you comment on a podcast and you get first, and you're like, oh, don't I win anything? And they'll be like, well, I didn't say in the last podcast that you could win something, so you don't. But I'm saying it now. On the next whatever podcast number 25, if you comment first and are the first comment, you will win anything you would like from nathan.spreadshirt.com. All right. I haven't looked at this. I'm just taking some stuff from Reddit. If you need relationship advice, let me know. Comment down below. Send me an email. Send me a message. You can make it private. You don't have to say your name or anything. And I'll give you some relationship advice, because I'm just taking these from Reddit. And just assume that they're listening when they're probably not. And but I'm gonna try to help them out. First one. My wife, 33-year-old female, is denying we're married and wants to be called my girlfriend. I'm confused. Okay. We've been married 4 years, coming on 5. We have generally had a good relationship and a good marriage. Okay. We had a reasonably expensive wedding, which we're still paying for now. Dude, you got married 5 years ago? Shit. I get the bill every month to prove it. My wife took charge of planning the wedding, so it was her taste. She seemed to enjoy it at the time. Now, y'all got married at how? Wait, did I say how quickly they got married? Oh, no. It doesn't. It just says that they're married 4 years. She seemed to enjoy it at the time and for the first few years of our marriage. She would look back at the wedding with me and happily without issues. In recent months, I've noticed my wife's attitude to A, our wedding, and B, our marriage itself, shift. It began by her, I thought, jokingly referring to herself as my girlfriend. She told me to buy her a girlfriend card for Valentine's Day rather than a wife one. What? Why? What the fuck? That's weird. I thought she was just playing around at first, but this behavior was only escalated. 2 months ago, my wife stopped wearing her wedding ring. What? I was understandably upset and asked her if there was something wrong. She told me everything was fine, and she just doesn't. Oh, you know what it is? Oh, she doesn't like the sensation of jewelry on her hands. He didn't put like, but I assume that's what he means. My wife has never liked rings and jewelry, so this could be the case. Okay, I mean, it sounds like she's trying to look single to the public and hook up with people. That's just my first observation. But when we are with friends, my wife will get upset if I talk about her as my wife rather than just a girlfriend. That's so weird. She will go as far to interrupt me if I'm talking and telling a story to correct me on our relationship. Now, hold on. Nobody else has brought it up? Like, didn't you? I was at your wedding, dude. What the fuck's she about? What, you know? She will go as far to interrupt. Initially, this was something our friends laughed at, but now everybody just finds it understandably awkward. Oh, they thought she was being funny. One of our friends was talking about their own wedding, which is scheduled for early next year. They asked for advice from my wife. Oh, he said wife. You better come correct him. He's been saying wife. I don't know why I just said that now. About how she planned ours, and my wife responded with, what wedding? Maybe she's got a condition. You should have that looked at, dude. Maybe she's got like a memory thing. Or maybe it's that thing where like you wake up every day and you like fucking, you heard of those people that wake up every day and they like, it's like a whole new day. Like every day is like, they can't learn any new memories. Maybe that's what it is. And maybe she's been like that since, well, no, because you said she was, that's weird. One of our when a friend continued to talk about the table decorations my wife had used, my wife visibly teared up in front of the group. Later that evening, I asked her directly if she has a problem with our relationship or if I'm doing something wrong in our marriage. She assured me everything is fine between us. From my perspective, outside of the issue, our relationship is strong as ever. We are considering kids in the near future. Our sex life is great, and my wife recently suggested we get matching tattoos as a renewal of our love. Whoa! How weird is that? I don't have any advice for you, buddy. Your wife's fucking weird, dude. Why is she not... No, yeah, actually, I shouldn't be joking. She might need, I don't know, medical help or therapy. I mean, therapy's a start. For sure. Because if she does have a memory problem, I think that would come up in therapy, and then they can look deeper into that medically. I mean, that's really the only solution. This person said agree. It could be a serious issue or me. Now I'm reading what other people are already saying about it. No, this is me giving advice. I don't need other people telling me what to say. Oh, was it? A dear friend of mine had extremely similar symptoms to OP's wife, which turned out to be Huntington's disease. It's a terrible illness that I wouldn't wish on anyone. His wife is the right age for the onset, and the symptoms you are describing are familiar to me. I hope they investigate Huntington's disease. My sweet friend, now deceased, has all the psychological symptoms for about a year and a half before any physical symptoms of the disease began to plague her. Wow, what's the Huntington's disease? Is that the one I was talking about? It's a form of Alzheimer's? Oh, it typically starts in persons aged 30 to 40. That's fucking young. Usually Huntington's disease results in progressive movement, thinking, cognitive, and psychiatric symptoms. No cure exists. What are the five stages? Let's see. Causes, inherent patterns, diagnosis. Here we go. Diagnosis. Huntington's disease. What is What is Huntington's disease? Symptoms. Ooh. Abnormally walking, increased muscle activity, involuntary movements, problems with coordination, loss of muscle, cognitive amnesia, delusion, lack of concentration, mental confusion, slowness in activity, difficulty thinking, psychological delirium, depression, hallucination, paranoia, anxiety, mood swings, difficult speaking, memory loss. Yeah, like I said, there could be something seriously wrong with your girl, boy. Your girl, boy. This one has an update. I don't like looking at the ones that have an update because, well, that ruins it. My mother wants me, 18-year-old female, to donate eggs so she can have kids with her fiancé. Excuse me? What? My mother, 43 years old, wants me, 18 years old, to donate eggs so she can have kids with her fiancé. How weird would that be? Like, dude, you might as well just have sex with her fucking fiancé. You know what I mean? Like, that's still weird. Small update. I let my sister know the things are going on. Start collecting evidence. Oh, hold on. There's a lot to this. Good God, it's a mess. Oh boy. When I was 14, my mother asked me if I'd be willing to help her have a baby one day. How do you want me to do that, Mommy? I said yes without understanding what it entailed. Okay, fair enough. She is still holding me to this, even though I have since changed my mind. Yeah, you can't ask her about that at 14 and then expect her to have the same mentality about it when she's 18. My mom has been threatening to kick me out over my refusal. She is pressuring me to sign a contract that would bind me to one cycle sometime before I turn 30. And she has even discussed me carrying a baby for her once I'm done with school. I feel very nervous about this, and I'm trying to stall/hold out until I'm no longer under her roof. I can't afford to move out until August. I'm not sure if I could eventually get out of this contract if I were to sign it. Yeah, don't sign it, you fuck ass. But I don't want to risk it. Her fiancé is totally cool with this. I don't know. Whoa, yeah! He's the one that's fucking, you know? I'm trying to make plans to maybe stay with a friend, but I'm hoping to find a way out of this with my personal items. I know my mom will hold things hostage, so to speak. Edit, I'm very relieved to know that the contract would be under duress and so wouldn't be upheld. Yeah, okay. Listen, don't do it. Get out the house. Live with a friend for a while if you have to. I mean, I know it's probably hard. She's only 18. But I think you definitely need to be open about that situation to somebody, to a friend, to a neighbor, to somebody that could take you in, because that's just definitely not right. I mean, on some real shit, you know, I normally like to joke around with these, but on some real advice, that's not right. Somebody needs to be talked to. You can call the police. Oh, that's what somebody said on here. If you're leaving and your mom holds your property valuables, yeah, you call the police. You're right. You're right. You're an adult now. You have your own shit. I guess that's it. Call the police, baby. Thank you for listening to the podcast. If you want to watch more podcasts, you can... Yeah, right over here. You can click this video, this playlist over here. Watch some more podcasts. If you don't care about watching the whole podcast, you go over to the highlights playlist and watch specific ones that you may be interested in. And that's it for this week. Don't forget, next week, comment first and be the first comment to possibly win. Well, actually, no, you will. If you are the first comment and comment first, you will win something from NathanAtSpreadshirt.com. Now, if somebody's the first comment but doesn't comment first, it doesn't count and nobody wins. You have to comment first and be the first comment. Bye.